Well, another candidate, Jalen Hurts, who people thought became the favorite for a hot second. They had a tough loss, obviously, to the San Francisco 49ers. But that's not the story here, is that David Carr on NFL Network was talking about that the Eagles might be better off resting Jalen Hurts, but it might have been more of other topics or context of it that might have you scratching your head here. One of the comments being that the backup quarterback, Marcus Mariota, might be the better answer right now. So I want you guys to take a listen.
Rob's point is Jalen is 100%, and he is that dynamic weapon in the run game because that creates your offense on the outside and your one-on-ones. Clearly, Jalen isn't comfortable reading through a defense in a drop-back pass scenario. Some would say he's not even good at it. And I think that when you look at this team, you have to have a serious conversation if you're Philly, and you have to really say, is it better for us to play Marcus Mariota right now and let Jalen get fully healthy? Because I would argue that it does not matter if you're the number 1 seed. Because if the 49ers come into Philly again, they do not care. They do not care. If raining in Philly, doesn't matter. But irrelevant.
You're the coach. You're Nick Sirianni. You go up to Jalen Hurts. He's like, dude,
that's
I can
be a
play,
crazy
coach.
Conversation.
I can play. How are you going to tell me after I just got paid, we do all of this stuff, I'm in the MVP runner. We just had a board up there reading his MVP odds, and now you're going to telling me to sit.
Big picture, brother. Like that's you have to do. Like if you're Nick Sirianni, this is the type of decision and conversation you have to have if you have a big picture mentality. And I think you can have that conversation honestly with Jalen. And if you set him down, that's all Jalen talks about is the end result and getting to the Super Bowl and winning that thing. The best way we can do it. They didn't run the football at all with him. Twice. That's not it, man. That's not the winning edge. Put Marcus in there, win a couple games. Yeah. Maybe you have the number 1 seed still. You might have it. I'd say he's probably better at playing quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles. Right now, he would be more productive.
Hey, I didn't say that, Philly.
Later,
I didn't say that,
when
Philly.
You're healthy. We'll
I know what time it is. I didn't say that. He said that. It's
all the way to the Super Bowl. We'll see.
Okay. All right.
It's safe to say that David Carr will never, ever be a head coach in the NFL. Can we agree on that?
Well, yes. I don't think that opportunity is coming to fruition anytime soon. But here's my thing.
I'm impressed.
Yep. Why?
Because I view, I'll sit up a little bit for this. I like to view myself as a Jalen Hurts hater. Like I don't hate him, but I definitely am not the biggest fan of him.
Jeez. Okay. Learning a lot here on the Ryan Ripken show.
That, like, even I was like, this is so stupid. Like, and I like whenever I see stuff about Jalen Hurts, like I'll jokingly like retweet it and stuff, but like this was like I respect being that deep of a hater. Like I couldn't do that, but to say Marcus Mariota could play better than Jalen Hurts can right now, like I'll say Lamar is better than Jalen Hurts. Like that's where I'll put it. But Marcus Mariota, that's interesting. I respect it.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. He was trying to make the point that Jalen Hurts is not healthy, and part of his game is being mobile, being able to use his legs, and that opens up another dimension of the offense. And that's why having Marcus Mariota, who is going to be in a better position if his legs are actually healthy. And we know Jalen Hurts has been banged up. I think it was when he said that Marcus Mariota would play better right now. That's where we're sitting there, and Rock, I see you shaking your head. That's where we're starting to scratch our hair, pull our hair out. But Rock, you and I can't afford to pull out our hair, bud.
We cannot, man. Yeah, unless we want to go on the hair plugs diet and maybe get a sponsorship from Bosley, Rogaine, whoever else. Yeah, there's Vontae Leach right there. We want to talk.
Yeah, how about this with Vontae putting Carr on blast? So Vontae Leach, former Baltimore Raven, also his teammates with David Carr, obviously. And for those that can't read, I will do it for you. Hey, Carr, you are the quarterback who did not know plays when I played for Houston. Short memory, huh?
Unreal.
Is it David Carr's fault, though? Because, like, would you remember the play if 90% of them just ended with you getting sacked? Like, did it really matter what was being called? Like, let's be real. Like, he was – no matter what David Carr was doing, like, he was getting sacked. So, like, did it really matter if he knew the play?
The whole thing he said about Jalen and benching him for Mariota. I mean, first of all, Jalen Hurts has read that script before in college at Alabama. And I'll tell you this. That dude's work ethic is something else, and he will be playing until the wheels fall off. You will not see Jalen Hurts getting benched. You will not see Nick Sirianni benching Jalen Hurts. The dude's a winner. He's going to find ways to win, whether it's a Super Bowl or not. He's going to go out and win this team games, the Eagles, and he gives the Eagles the best option possible to win games, the quarterback position. To even throw out the fact that Marcus Mariota would be better than Jalen Hurts right now, injury or not, is asinine. That's craziness. And if your team to go 0-17, then you might want to hire David Carr as a head coach. If you want your team to win, if he's up for a head coaching position, that's not a guy that I'm calling on the phone. Like I don't know how you can. It just baffles me, some of the things that guys get away with saying on air, and they still continue to have a job.
That was kind of my point. I was just like, how does this guy even have a job with takes like that? Makes absolutely no sense. And the thing of it is, like, you can have a take like that, but there was nothing that he provided with that take to back up his opinion that actually made any sort of sense.
It's the entertainment value he's bringing to it for clicks, for views, and we're talking about it right now. So clearly he's doing his job right. But that was just a brutal take.
Yeah, I mean, that's the part of it too. A injury or a 70%, 80% Jalen Hurts is still going to be better than the 100% Marcus Mariota. There's a leadership component. There's a demeanor when you're on the field that they believe they have a better chance when Jalen Hurts is on the field. And quite frankly,
success ratio. Push, brotherly shove success.
Tush in the push, baby. It's still alive and
push in the tush.
Push in the tush.
Brad, roll the polls again, man. Come on.
Yeah, push in the push.